Hi, I'm Staci Haines, and I'm with the Staci Institute for Embodied Leadership and also our nonprofit partner, Generative Somatics. And we are bringing an embodied approach to the Game Changer Intensive. And we're bringing that approach to really help make your experience the most powerful and the most transformative as possible. So why an embodied approach? The first reason is that there is a difference between having cognitive knowledge or knowing about something and being smart about it, which we like, and being able to take skillful action on the things that we most care about. So an embodied approach helps us build that bridge between knowing something and being able to act on it. The second reason we're using an embodied approach is our bodies hold the sum total of our histories and our conditioning. Some of that conditioning you can think of as good habits, things that really serve what we care about and where we want to go. And others end up being bad habits or triggers that actually get in the way of our learning or our transformation. And the embodied practices that we'll be including in the Game Changer Intensive will help us get through those crags. The third reason that we bring an embodied approach is that we think about the body as 3 billion years of evolutionary wisdom. And often that wisdom goes untapped when we just use our minds to solve big issues. So in an embodied approach, and again in these practices, we get to tap into that intelligence and into values like interdependence, empathy, cooperation, things that really are inherent to us and in many ways we think about as our biological ethic when we connect into the body. So the fourth reason we use an embodied approach is really to support transformation. And we hold transformation as the capacity to take new actions that you previously couldn't take. Given the aims of the Game Changer Intensive, we hold that personal transformation and social transformation are what we want to back and support with these embodied practices. Now I have Ian here, and we are going to do a centering practice with you all. The purpose of a centering practice is to be able to take action from what we most care about and be able to return to that very quickly when we get thrown off. All right, so we're going to start our centering practice. First thing is to bring your attention from your thinking self down into your feeling self. And that really means kind of get inside your own body, live inside your own skin. So feeling pressure, temperature, movement, right? And then we're going to bring our attention down about 2 inches below your belly button. And if it is comfortable, go ahead and put your hand there and bring yourself behind your hand. This is actually our center of gravity when we're standing. Now we're going to center in 4 directions. The first one is length. So you can think about this vertical line. So we're both relaxing through our body down onto the ground and lengthening up toward the sky at the same time. So feeling your full length. And inside of that, we can think of it like that we have a spiritual and moral vision, and we can also take pragmatic, grounded action. We can also think of length as centering in our dignity and recognizing the dignity of others. The second dimension is width. And width, we want to just fill out, like Ian is, as wide as we can side to side. And if it's helpful, you can reach your arms out. Or just feel the width of your own shoulders, your sides, your hips. There's a lot in our lives that have us kind of pressure to shrink up. And what we want to do is unfurl and widen out again, relax out into our width. We think about width as the relational space or the community space, where we can let ourselves out more and let others in, both feel ourselves and also feel others. So centering inside of width through our felt senses. The third dimension that we want to center in is depth. And the first you can start with is like feeling what's behind you, or feeling the space between your shoulder blades, or maybe your clothes on your legs. But really feel your backside. And then bring your attention and include your internal landscape, your heart, your guts, and come all the way through to your front side. So we want to really increase our depth back to front. Inside of depth, we're increasing just that as our access to depth, our access to our internal landscape, and in many ways being able to feel more and differentiate in those feelings. Yeah. So connected to our past, with ourselves in present time, and then connected to the future that we're committed to building. Good. So length and width and depth, all in our felt senses, all inside of our own skin. And the last thing that we want to center inside of is our purpose. So go ahead and either an image or talking to yourself, remind yourself of what you're committed to. Remind yourself about what you care about or who and what you really love. And go ahead and bring that to center as well. So from center, we're letting our purpose really fill us out. It's almost like in someone feeling our presence, they could tell what mattered to us. Inform your nervous system with what you care about, what you're committed to. Good. So length, width, depth, centering inside of purpose. That's our centering practice. We encourage you to do this centering practice 5 times a day. You can do it when you first wake up in the morning. You can even do it when you're driving. But it's good to have a space where you can kind of pause and feel yourself. And why we want to repeat this is it'll build muscle memory. It's like it builds a home to come back to from stress or when we're triggered or upset or when we just want to get more connected. So it gives us a place of purpose and being present and open and connected to always return to.